Welcome back, guys. Another video review from Marcus from Rockmetalbands.com. This time it's the 8th album from Cathedral, The Garden of Unearthly Delights. Well, leedorrian isn't a guy who likes to repeat himself or is afraid of disappointing the public with something really unexpected. All the opposite. And such is the case with this 8th album, the first and so far the only one on Nuclear Blast Records. The Garden of Unearthly Delights is a very special record under all aspects. First of all, if you've never had one in your hands, I can tell you that if you take the CD, and this is the only one that I have, which is this particular feature, if you rub it or heat it, it will emanate a special chemical scent that will remind the one of a green apple. Then if you take the tray, you will see that all the plastic is completely white. The CD has a large green apple on the front side, let's say. This explains that they thought a lot about giving a very special product to the audience. As to the artwork, we can say that the front and the back cover are all connected. They are just an extension of a drawing which portrays a large tree where strange creatures are sitting. There is obviously a reference to Adam and Eve, and there is a reference to Bosch's triptych oil painting, The Garden of Earthly Delights, but there are also some creatures, some anthropomorphic, some just animals, some undescribable in easy terms, that may remind something of the latest Salvador Dalì. I suggest you buy the poster because all the creatures that you see and the parts of this decayed tree, they are just 30% of the original digital drawing, which is fabulous. You can see all the creatures and several other particulars in the background only if you get the poster. But even if you have the CD version or the vinyl version, you can have a good idea of what the band wanted to convey with this album. Okay, the lyrics touch different topics, not only the tree of life and death, the biblical tree where Adam and Eve were tempted and condemned mankind. No, there is also a song about Oro, a manslayer who came on earth to kill mankind with its sword. There is another song about living dead in London in formal suits, all looking to get wealth. This is another interesting metaphor. Then we have a song about mankind's extinction under a fireless sun. And then we also have a very interesting song which features the following topic. 39 women which were sentenced after trying to kill the King of England. They made a Sabbath, but it failed, and so they were sentenced to the stake or crucifixion or other atrocious methods of death. The production was realized by Warren Riker in 2005. The recording was pretty fast. Riker already worked with bands such as Crowbar, Down on a Pale Horse, and a bunch of non-metal artists. It's a good production, it's balanced, you can hear the bass, you can hear everything. It's not always crystal clear, it's right for this genre, and It's powerful but not slamming, because it is not necessary for a band like Cathedral to have all that impact. Regarding the music, I want to suggest you start from North Berwick Witch Trials, because it's a doom metal song. There is a lot of doom and heavy metal on this record, I would say about 80%, but there are also a lot of other interesting elements. In this song, leedorrian sometimes reminds me of Steve Sylvester from Death SS. But this song is also hard to categorize. It doesn't belong to prog or avant-garde either. So it's a good progress. Always something new is what you have to expect from Cathedral. Or you can take another song such as Beneath a Funereal Sun, where leedorrian's vocals are alternated with scary children's voices who are syllabifying words in chorus. The effect is very successful. Or you should listen to the epic The Garden. This song lasts about 27 minutes and is divided into 9 scenes, and just because it represents different scenarios and atmospheres, it is rich with different elements. And I'm not only referring to instruments or female ethereal voices. No, there are also a lot of distant genres from metal in this song. I could tell you jazz, prog, even funky. There is 70s hard rock too, but well, in some instances you can think of a doom metal version of Mr. Bungle. This is what I thought on more than one occasion. Even if I've never heard anybody else saying that, I'm pretty sure that it's the right way to pinpoint this song. This album, musically, lyrics-wise, visually, is all about deceit, danger, suspicious characters, and it shows things that are not what they seem. I mean, this is what Bosch wanted to depict, and this is what Cathedral wanted to convey. All these creatures, they might seem not harmful, they might just seem strange and laughable, but it's not like that. There is always something hidden, and if you don't perceive it in time, you are doomed. So behind this easy and joyful appearance, there is a hidden layer. There is a subtle layer that you have to interpret, because it's like a tribute to Baroque wit. You know that Baroque had a lot of importance and success in England. Cathedral are from there, and they must have been influenced by that period, because there is not only Bosch in this record. So this is an album which is not so lead-laden as the marvelous debut Forest of Equilibrium, but it's an album where Cathedral started being heavy again after some records that were, we can say, disputable. We can say that they are albums that divided the audience. This is an album which was generally well received by fans and music critics. This is an album where they sound heavy, but there are also progressive and quirky ingredients without bordering the dumb or the trivial or the vulgar. So it's a class album. It's of course powerful, and it will give you good vibrations because there are a lot of interesting, genial ideas that you will discover listen after listen. Maybe that's why this album still sounds so fresh 16 years later. If you like this review, you can find the complete detailed review on the link shown below. And as usual, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, like us, and let us know which video review you'd like to see next time. Stay safe, stay heavy.